What is this, whiskey?
Yeah.
And we're live.
Hey, what up, fuckers? Thanks for joining us for a very special episode of Guys We Fucked. Welcome to our channel.
Hello, happy Halloween. It's the anti-slut shaming podcast celebrating arguably the sluttiest holiday there is.
Yes.
Sure are.
Oh,
It's a holiday for horrors.
It's a holiday.
It's a horry day.
And I love that out of the three of us, by far the sluttiest costume goes to our male podcaster, Mike Coscarelli, who is...
Mikey.
Tell everyone what you came in and told us that you were for Halloween this year, Michael.
Wait, what? What?
A slutty cowboy?
Oh, I am a slutty cowboy.
He literally said...
Howdy, ladies.
He was so scared for a second. He's like, oh, shit.
I did think I might have said something that I was going to regret.
No, what was I going to say? Kanye West? I mean, get it? West?
Oh.
I'm Kanye West.
right.
I'm wrangling the Jews. We've done that once before.
Yeah, we sure have.
Everyone on the show's Jewish.
We've done it
Everyone on the
once.
show is
Every
Jewish.
We've done it way
single
more than
person
once.
has Jewish in them on the show.
Everyone on the show has
Don't
Jewish in them.
Yes.
Bomb our podcast
Even
studio,
Michael.
anti-Semite.
He seems very Italian, but make no
Yeah.
mistake, I am also Italian, but I'm more Jewish in my Italian. Michael's more Italian in his Jewish.
At this point in my life, yes. But my stomach right now
He's
is quite
always
Jewish.
got a stomach ache. He's always complaining about things. And
That's
he picks
true.
pennies up from the ground.
I have the... Do you really?
No, I don't do
I made
that.
that up.
I have the least Jewish stomach of the Jews in this room.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
can eat.
I perhaps have the Jewiest stomach.
Well, it's very annoying because I eat a lot of fast food, and then people always tweet back at me when I'm talking about like Taco Bell or McDonald's, and they're like, "Hope you have some butt wipes." And I was like, "I don't know what's going on in your guys' stomachs."
Oh my God, that's so funny.
My stomach is fine, and I can eat Taco Bell, go to sleep, have a great night.
That's
I've eaten a Nachos Bell Grande and then fucked someone.
That
no
is an
problem.
achievement.
No problem.
Holy shit, Corinne.
Not even like didn't even have a worry.
You're absolutely going to heaven.
Did
for
not
so many
have
reasons.
a worry about it. So
That's incredible.
Not according to my roommates from college. They were Christian.
Oh, they were also coca.
And
Oh
they
wait, no,
said-
that's college. That's I'm thinking of Williamsburg.
Oh yeah. I was like
Cocaine.
I was like Coke came way later. I wish there was Coke involved in college. It would have been a lot more exciting. But and unfortunately, it was just fucking Jesus.
I can't do coke because I shit on the floor pretty much right away.
That sounds nice.
It's okay. I don't like cocaine. Thank God. I'm like, I don't need another drug to be addicted to.
I've never done cocaine, but what I know is I don't like people on cocaine.
Yeah,
So
they're usually when I can tell
that's
they're
what
on
I've
cocaine.
gauged it from.
It's the worst drug.
Yeah.
Everyone's just a dick.
It is also one of the drugs that is sort of like the grossest to look at someone do. When somebody
Yeah.
offers it to you, and
There
it's like,
is something yucky about
oh,
it.
it's bad.
Oh, we got a caller.
That was
just
quick.
Answer it. Let's just answer it real quick.
Sure.
Oh, wait, hold on. Hi, you're on the air with Guys We Fucked. What's your name? What's your problem?
Can you lower your computer?
Hi, my name is Hannah. That was fast. I didn't expect to get picked up so quickly.
Yeah, well, you called and I answered. And we're right here. What's going on, Hannah?
So I actually, I've been listening to you guys since 2015, 2016. So it's been a long ass time.
Hell yeah.
I actually saw Corinne host a roast battle in New York City Comedy Club, and I saw you guys in Atlanta. Anyways,
Nice.
so my question, I've been with my boyfriend for like a year now. About 8 months into it, I have a kid as well, so he's involved with a child.
Okay.
About 8 months into it, his sister and her boyfriend, they've been together for 10 years, basically like attacked me through a group chat with his mom, him, them, me. And they were like, we don't want you to come out with us. We only want to see him. So we haven't talked to them in like 5 months.
Whoa.
His sister's birthday was yesterday, and I can't just cut him out like I usually do. So I have to find a way to make up with them. And I have no fucking clue how.
Do you have to make up with them? She sounds like a bitch.
She is. Unfortunately, I do.
Why did they not want to hang out with you?
Yeah, I'm a little confused because you said, okay, they attacked you, but like saying that you only want the relative to come out and not the girlfriend, I need more information because that's not necessarily an attack, because this is also one of my pet peeves when people get in relationships as a family member, then they always bring the non-related person with them. And it's fucking annoying. Like,
Yeah.
you know, when my brother has a girlfriend, the girlfriend doesn't always need to fucking be there. It's annoying. She's not my family member, you know? So what was the actual, like, when you say attack, what do you mean?
So for like 8 months that we were together, they invited me every once in a while to stuff, maybe like a couple times in the beginning, and then maybe once in between like a 6-month period. And I was fine with that. I was used to that. It was whatever. I do my own thing. He does his own thing. But then this night they were having 2 couples. It was him and his girlfriend, or I'm sorry, the sister and her boyfriend, and then another couple, and they wanted my boyfriend to come by himself. And they specifically said, we don't want Hannah to come.
Why not?
But why did you see that? Did he show that to you? Because to me, this is a flaw.
That's so fucking rude.
This is a flaw on his end, because if it's a private chat that you were not meant to see, I don't know why you saw it. Because of course, we all talk about people in a more abrasive way when it's a conversation they're not supposed to see.
So true.
Right, and that's fine. I do that.
Yeah, everyone does it. It's human nature.
Were you on this group chat, or did
I was on the chat?
That's
they
fucked
knew
up.
I was on the chat.
They're mean.
Yeah.
So, so why did you like in the group chat? Did you say, "Hey, I'm right here"? Like, I mean, that's
hey guys.
That's to me, that's wild.
It is wild. So my boyfriend commented, and he said, "Well, that's kind of rude not to invite her." And then his name, I'm just going to say his name. His name's Troy, is the boyfriend of the sister. Troy said, "Is it?" And Mel, the sister, laughed at his comment. And then I commented in, because I didn't even see my fucking phone. My phone was like, I was in the bathroom. I wasn't looking at the stupid chat.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, it is kind of rude. I invite you guys to everything, and this is 2 different couples. He kind of, I'm assuming, wanted me to come with them.
This is a weird dynamic.
But to me, it's okay. So to me, it's like we're concentrating on why this one instance is rude, when really the question here is, why don't they like you? And why don't you guys get along? That's the larger. This is like, we're going case by case here in a thing that's a much larger issue. It's not like, why were they mean to you this one time? It's like, obviously they're in like some kind of like cahoots against you, and like, why is that so? Because that's going to affect the entirety of your relationship. They're his family members.
Absolutely. So I've invited them to dinner throughout the entire 8 months before this happened. I invited them over and over. I was like, hey, you want to go to dinner? Do you want to go rollerblading? Mel and I were fine. We had no problems. We never fought. We would text on the side, Snapchat on the side, make little jokes. Troy hasn't liked me for a very long time because he says that I control Ron to not, get this, you'll love this, Corinne, to not play video games. So
good for you, girl.
Okay, so it's he's acting out on anger because he feels he lost his bromance. Yeah. Okay, so at least we understand now where it's coming from.
Yeah.
And so maybe even though they're acting immaturely about it, there is a reason. It's not the reason is not nothing. We've all lost a friend to a relationship before. It sucks.
Sure. Yeah.
It's annoying.
It's sad.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
before this happened.
Yeah.
Sorry, before this happened, I did tell Troy, because he would throw little jabs at me in the group chat.
You know, this is getting posted on YouTube. Just a heads up. I'm just nervous about you using everyone's names.
I mean, Chad don't care. He's not watching.
Cat out of the bag now.
As long as you
I'm
don't
talking to the caller. I just want to just so you know, because you keep saying the real names, but I wouldn't recommend that. But it's up to you.
Know, it's
okay.
Fine. They don't watch it. She's not an
They're lame.
woman.
They don't like guys.
But anyway. No, so I told Troy, because he would throw jabs at me. He'd throw jabs at me about not being able to see my kid because I had COVID and my kid was with his dad. So anyway, so he would throw jabs at me, and I responded. I think one time when he was being really mean, it was in this chat when he said, "I don't want you there. I don't like you." I said, "I know it's obvious, but it doesn't matter who I am. You wouldn't like anybody who is dating my boyfriend because." They would be taking him away from you. So I specifically said that when he was getting mad.
Yeah.
And then Mel responded, and she was like, "It's funny how I never see you now that you're dating, my name's Hannah, now that you're dating Hannah." And then she said, "Fuck your bitch," and left the group chat.
Okay. All right. These people do not deserve to be in your life. They don't fucking act like adults. They act like goddamn children.
I would literally cut them out in a heartbeat. I've done it to my own fucking family, but I can't do it to them because this is their dynamic, and I don't want to fuck up their dynamic. I even offered to just break off the relationship. That way I don't get in the way. And his mom, my boyfriend's mom, is like, "Don't do that because he's the happiest he's ever been with you, and he would never forgive his sister." And
I think
that's not my problem.
Yeah.
Your
boyfriend
family is way too involved in this relationship.
Your boyfriend's the one who's related to the girl, right? Or he's okay. Yeah. So, and he's the one. Troy's mad that you're taking him away. So let your boyfriend handle this. This is not. They're acting completely ridiculous. They're acting like fucking kindergartners. If someone fucking behaved this way to me, I'd be like, are you out of your mind? I will go to the grave without ever seeing you again. Obviously, because of the proximity and stuff, you can't. But like, tell your fucking boyfriend to deal with this. This is like beyond immature.
Yeah, he's finally going, because it was her birthday yesterday, so he's finally going to have lunch with her and talk with her on Saturday. But like,
Good. Yeah.
I think he's just going to be like, let's move past this, and then nothing's ever going to get talked about. And I'm over here like,
What
no,
the
you called me a
fuck?
twisted psychopath because I didn't want you to come bring the air mattress the next day. Like,
This is like
things
another
are not
planet.
okay.
Yeah.
It isn't. Thank you. I thought I was.
Says the girl in the alien costume. But like, honestly, I would fucking feel I would feel crazy, and then I'd be like, fuck this shit. How much do you like your boyfriend?
Unfortunately, a lot, and my kid is like in love with him. My kid's obsessed.
Oh, well, that's good. I mean, it's, yeah. Tell your boyfriend to handle it. That's my final
Yeah,
word.
she is. I just don't.
That's fucked up.
I mean, I kind of agree with you. Like, he says he's going to handle it, but obviously, like, if he was really, like, man enough to handle it, he would have handled it already, and he already hasn't handled it. So
It's just so
it's not going to
weird.
get better. But I mean, like,
Why do people talk to each other like this?
I think you just have to like kind of like not go by them as like much as possible, and like you really shouldn't have to attend any events that they're at. That's your choice. I mean, people's families aren't even mean to me, and I don't attend the things
True.
because that's not when I'm signing up for a relationship. I'm not signing up for a second family. I have a family already, and I like that family better than the other families.
Yeah.
So not gonna opt for another family.
I hope
So
that
just
helps.
let him handle it.
Yeah, and just keep following up because that's a miserable. That's just ew. What the fuck? Like, be kind, you pieces of shit cunts. Like, what is happening?
It's fine for people to not like you, and whatever their reason for not liking you. Like, there's lots of people I don't like that. There's not a particular reason why I don't like them. I just don't like them. I don't like the cut of their jib. I don't like their vibe. I don't like whatever about them. And so, like, you can't make people like you, and like, it is not a crime that they don't like you.
But like, it's weird that they just say it in the group chat that she's in.
Yeah, no, it's just like very number one. Don't be in a group chat with your boyfriend's family. that was a foul on you.
You live and you learn.
I was added to it, but yes, I agree.
Unad.
And then number two, it's just like, you just don't involve yourself in those things. Like, this is all just like very insanely juvenile, and I couldn't put up with any of this for a second.
Some Real Housewives shit, but you guys aren't even on TV, so like lame.
No, we're not even married.
Yeah. Oof, okay. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, best of luck, and thanks for calling in, Hannah.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye. Wow. What the fuck?
Stuff like that doesn't.
People are just like, I guess I know that people can be that mean, but I'm like, what is your problem?
Family drama makes me laugh. Like, that shit is just like, okay, bye. Like, family drama is just like not a thing that I put up with in any way.
Me either. Now that I'm not talking to my parents. Cheers to
Halloween,
kindness, and Halloween. And guys, we fucked.
I'm just
doing
it to Halloween. I have no horse in the race of kindness.
I'm so sensitive.
Woo.
That's disgusting.
I watched, guys, I watched this Sinead O'Connor documentary.
Where is this again? Netflix, you said?
Netflix. Nothing compares. We owe that woman a fucking apology.
Yeah. I actually thought they did a C word about her, but I guess they didn't.
They didn't, and I'm going to tell Alyssa to do it. She's the perfect candidate for the C word. It's a great podcast on Luminary, guys. Hosted by Alyssa Bennett and Lena Dunham. But Sinead O'Connor, first of all, Irish women are strong in a way that I've never encountered a population where like all the women from a certain country just have this strength that I'm like, holy shit, you guys are like tough cookies that don't take shit. And I really envy that. I think it's really cool. But Sinead O'Connor documentary, by the end of this documentary, she stood up for what was right without even thinking about it. She kind of reminded me of you a little bit. Like the second she turned into a pop star and her albums got big, she shaved her head because she was like, I don't want to be a pop star. I'm not going to be what you think a pop star is, so I'm going to do this out of defiance.
Right.
But it was very like genuine, authentic defiance in a way that I've not seen in a very long time. And when she tore up the picture of the fucking Pope on
one of the most
SNL,
iconic moments in pop history, in my opinion.
Ben from SNL.
What a bad bitch.
No loss there.
No, yeah. What a bad bitch. Seriously. And then she did that because the Pope was was covering up so much pedophilia and sexual abuse all around the world. And then years later, it will have surfaced at like so many archdioceses around the country, around the globe. We're covering up massive amounts of pedophilia and molestation against little boys. And girls.
Everyone who's ahead of the curve is always considered crazy. I mean, that's been since the beginning of time, especially a woman.
This is such a prime, pure, beautiful example of that, and so it makes you really want to live your life and just not give a fuck about what anybody says, and really stick to your own constitution and kind of like revisit what is your constitution and what morals and values do you believe in that you want to push in the world. But the fact, like, her mom was absolutely batshit crazy, like really mentally ill, like mommy dearest mentally ill.
Yeah.
She had some stories that like triggered the shit. I was like, oh, that's too similar to me. Oh God. But then she became really famous because she
is she a talking head in the actual documentary? Is she interviewed?
She only does voiceover.
Okay.
But she does. It's like it sounds like her current self. She very clearly smoked cigarettes.
Yeah.
She truly had the voice of an angel. Was so goddamn gorgeous, like just breathtakingly beautiful.
Well, that's another reason people are angry at her, because how dare she not, be
a pretty girl that I want her to be.
Capitalize on her fuckability. She shaved her head. She didn't have her tits out all the time. So that was another reason, like society, men obviously were very angry at her because And I mean, like the fact that you can shave your head and like wear a t-shirt and still be that hot is like, you're the hottest.
She's one of the hottest women I think on this that's ever graced the earth. And she's always stood up. She recognized racism in America and how disgusting it was, and she incorporated that in her live performances when she would do like the Grammy Awards and stuff. And she always stood up for that. And it's like she was like her career was done after the SNL thing, but I'm like, and she became like, she kind of went into like mental illness herself. The documentary didn't touch on that like as detailed as like her Twitter feed did, but we did this to her basically, and she was fucking right. She was fucking right about the Pope. Like,
yeah, of course.
The act of tearing up a photo of a religious figure that covers up other religious figures molesting little boys is the least you can fucking do in terms of activism. And it's like, and she genuinely along the way, she's like, everyone's like, Sinead, what do you think? Your career just died. She's like, I don't care. Like, my career didn't die. I did exactly what I wanted to do because I'm not going to not speak out about this.
Well, even now, I mean, like, even if you're like on stage, like if you're making a joke, I mean, like in front of, like even in New York City, in front of an audience that's like not mostly Manhattanites, and you kind of like say, oh, God isn't real or religion sucks, like people turn on you very quickly.
Yeah.
You can make fun of Judaism all you want, though, which is wildly ironic.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I'm like, Catholicism, come on, that's the fakest one. You're wearing costumes. It's Halloween every day when you're a Catholic. Stop it. It's like
the least fun.
If you're in a building and you look around and like just like go in a Catholic church and look around and look at all the ostentatious like decorations and think about how many like starving children you could feed by like just taking some of that off the wall and then laugh at yourself. It's so ridiculous.
I mean, a Catholic church is a nightmare.
Yeah.
True
Well,
nightmare.
I highly recommend watching the Sinead O'Connor documentary. That woman is a hero of mine that will never leave my heart. I bawled my fucking face off last night, and Colin was like, you okay? I'm like, yeah, just really, we did this to her and she was right, and she was just stuck to her morals and values, and she got fucked for it. And so I really appreciated that documentary, so go watch it.
Sounds like a good one.
Let's answer this call.
Press the call will start at the beep.
Hi, you're live with Guys We Fucked. What's up?
Press 1 to start the call.
Oh, whoops.
2 to decline. Press 1. The call will start at the beep.
Hi, how are you? You're live with Guys We Fucked.
Oh my gosh. Okay, hi.
Hi. What's your name?
Hi. Julia. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you too, Julia. What's going on in your life? What do you need help with?
Okay, so
If you put it on sleep,
just some
whatnot.
context. 25 years old, female, heterosexual. I just want your guys' insight into basically, like, is it possible for me to find someone, hypothetically, a husband that can basically, like, match my level? I know you guys have been kind of talking about some things similar recently. But I don't know. I feel like just all the guys I meet, they're kind of like lame, and I feel like
Mike
I didn't do that on
dropping
purpose.
his hat
No.
because he
The
wants to
fuck
talk
is
to
going on in this
Where do you
studio?
live? Where do you live?
Hello, where do you live?
Hi, sorry, there's like a major lag. I'm in San Diego, California.
And so wait, and how old did you say you were?
25.
Okay. Well, I
Okay.
mean, are you trying to date other 25-year-old men?
If so,
I I would like to date like a little older, but I don't know. I feel like people my age get my like humor a little bit better, so I would like to date a bit older so they're more experienced and have their shit together a bit more. But
how are you
not,
trying to
like,
meet
too
guys?
much older.
Wait, people your age get your humor? I mean, what are you doing? Making like TikTok references? What's going on here that it's so like age appropriate?
Yeah, like TikTok and Twitter and shit.
Okay, well, Twitter is people should be able to grasp Twitter who are 10, 15. I mean, I dated a 52-year-old who has a good grasp on Twitter. So
Whoa, that's awesome.
Twitter's not difficult. My mom can follow Twitter.
Hey, good for you, Di-Fi.
What is, I mean, and TikTok, I mean, Kathy Griffin's 60-something. She's on TikTok. Like,
True.
what are we talking? Like it's funny to me to say, like, no one's on my level, but my sense of humor only
Is
has
TikTok.
a 5-year span. To me, those things don't. Those things don't go together.
Can you give us a better example of like what guys that you've been dating like don't understand about you or don't get, or where the disconnect is?
Well, I feel like my ex, I would say, is the closest. But then when it comes to like, he was pretty successful in his career, at least for like, you know, a 25, 26-year-old.
Okay.
But then when it comes to like just like planning and, or especially like planning for dates and stuff and just emotional maturity and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, this is a
I
problem
don't
that
know.
we've been
This is
talking about for 10 years. This
Yeah.
is this is
This is what-
a heterosexual man issue.
We turn this into a career girl. It's,
Yeah.
dating is a lot. Dating is, you know, you're gonna get a lot of misses. I mean, also too, like every relationship's gonna work out and not gonna work out until one does it. That's what Dan Savage always says, and he's absolutely right. And even that one, you're not gonna go to the grave married. You're gonna do it by yourself because you die alone, technically. So you know, all of dating is trying to find somebody that like gets you on the level that you feel seen and heard.
Yeah, and I mean, also, like, my career is super important to me. So if I did have kids, like, it would need to be with someone who is willing to do 50-50, like,
Yeah.
very down the middle, equal. And I don't know, like, is that even possible?
You're putting
It
the
seems
cart
like
before the
from guy-
horse, I think, a little bit. Like,
These are like a very big questions for like a career-oriented 25-year-old living in a major city in America.
yeah, I almost feel like you're putting too much stress on yourself, and you should just worry about like finding somebody you connect with. And then when you find someone you connect with, then you see like, what are your morals and values? How do you envision your future? Do you want kids? If so, what do you imagine your, like, those are all the questions you can ask after you've had a connection with somebody. Because I feel like a lot of times women are like, oh, I want to get married. Well, how do you haven't met someone you want to marry yet? So how do you know you want to get married? What if you don't meet someone you want to marry? You don't want to just marry someone to marry someone, you know?
Yeah, I think it's like all these thoughts are coming because my ex and I broke up like a couple months ago, and he seemed like very, very close to what
Yeah.
I was looking for.
Yeah,
But
so
I
did
think,
mine.
and I think a lot of guys are into the idea of like, oh yeah, like I want a strong woman, you know, successful woman. But when it comes down to it, it's always going to be us who like have to do like, I mean, obviously like the child care and
Yeah.
housework and stuff like that. So I feel like,
Well, it's
in
it's
their
not
eyes-
it's not always us who has to do it, but you have to just be very comfortable with going like having a lot of relationships that end, you know, whatever like that, because that's what I've been doing. I'm not okay with it, but that means that you're gonna have to go through a lot
through
more
guys faster.
a lot more people. I mean,
Yeah.
that's something my therapist always says to me. Like, I have very specific standards, and she's like, "That's fine. You just have a smaller pool of men to choose from." And like, so yes, are we paying the penance of the way society has been structured
Well
for
said.
us? Yeah, absolutely, we are. But if you don't go along with that, then you're gonna have to settle a lot. So it's either like you spend more time alone, or you settle. And in this kind of like time period, we're really not going to be able to get past that. You know, you can't trick time and society's growth.
I say treat dating like it's another job, like that you want to put work into, And you you have to do it in order. So first, just worry about finding somebody that you have a connection with. Then once you find someone you have a connection with, you can have that conversation about what are your values? How do you envision living your life? If those match, okay, good. It's like a video game. Keep going with that person. If you both like each other the same and you both see a future together, that's when you talk about like, what does your future look like? Okay, this is what my future looks like. Is there compromises we can make if need be? Or do we just want two different things? And that's when you split. And that's why I just say treat dating like a fucking sport.
And if you are looking to get married and stuff, you need to be dating guys, I would say, between 32 and like 36. That's like the sweet spot right there where people are ready to get married. And like they will marry someone who's around your age, you know? So that that's the age group that I actually avoid, my own age group, because
they're either going younger or older.
They're getting ready to do round 1 marriage kids, and I want to avoid that altogether.
Round 1.
And I'll pick you up for round 2.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling.
Okay. Yeah.
I hope that helped.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
It did.
Oh, okay. Oops. Sorry.
She's off.
Well, also, of course, it's funny. I was just like, listen, I'm not saying that she's not the most exciting 25-year-old to ever live, but I've never met a 25-year-old woman who I was like, man, I don't know if she's ever find someone at her level. You know?
You never met
Thinking
me,
about
I guess.
me at 25 walking through a toll booth in Atlantic City because I was so hammered.
Someone just texted, what's the name of the documentary? It's called Nothing Compares on Netflix.
She just has such a unique sense of humor.
The way she does Jaeger bombs, it's just like, I've never seen anyone do them like
I've
that.
never seen someone nail beer pong so hard. Wow.
Is she in marketing?
Or communications?
Does she have a food blog?
And food allergies? Has she already gotten an allergy panel? Oh, fuck. Yeah, I value and as you start dating more people, it's honestly treating dating like a sport is kind of fun because then it's like low stakes and then you meet somebody that you connect with and then you take it from there. But you really get to know like what are your must-haves for dating somebody. Like once you form a connection, no, they don't
loves themselves, and that's where we always stop because never found one yet.
How about you, Mikey?
Big tits.
You know what? I appreciate how honest that is.
I'm kidding.
No,
I'm kidding.
Mike loves
Does
love big tits, but he also loves clavicle, and it's hard to get clavicle and big tits.
It
is
is a
very
combination that does happen in the wild, but boy, is it rare. They're usually hubbed
because when
up.
you have so much clavicle, the tits will just weigh down the bones.
Yeah, right. They can't even walk. No, wait. What was the original question?
What are your must-haves in terms of qualities in a partner, not physical?
I would say a good sense of humor is definitely important to me. Ambitious, kind, empathetic.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Those seem to be the major ones.
No,
I mean, those are ones that, like, unless you're a sociopath, you should kindness and especially empathy.
Is kindness important to you though, Corinne? Kindness, like when you meet someone and you describe them as kind, it's kind of like it's different than most.
Nah, it sounds like a queer.
That's also my type.
I think though you would be
Empathetic,
surprised.
yes, absolutely.
I love
but
queer men.
But to me, empathetic is like if you're not empathetic, you're a narcissist, you're a sociopath, or
Right.
you're just young.
But there is like a true level
Yeah.
of actually caring about, you know, when somebody comes home and you actually see that they have some sort of stress on their shoulders.
Yeah.
That it's not that it's your responsibility, but like the attempt to actually care about somebody and their well-being in that moment and just say like, what's wrong? Talk to me. Like, are you cool?
Right.
Even-
I care
especially if
less
it's not
about that,
you.
yeah, on a personal level. I care more that the person has empathy as like a human being for like society.
Well,
sure.
that's also good
But
too.
I also love when they fish out of me and because they know when I say I'm fine and I'm not, and they're like, no, what's wrong? I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I don't need none of that. What am I living with the FBI?
a couple feds.
What is Mulder and Scully came here?
The call will start at the beep.
Hello, you're live with Guys We Fucked. What's going on?
Hey, my name is Nicole.
Hi.
I called on your, what was it, the Did That Help podcast on February 13th, 2021.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
we remember you.
We don't. Sorry.
Yeah.
But awesome.
No, I was calling to give you an update.
Okay.
I called and said, asked for advice. I was a 32-year-old virgin.
Oh, hell
And,
yeah.
Yeah. And
Thank God, so
I
many
was
sleepless
also
nights.
plus size, so I was feeling very insecure about both of those things.
Yeah.
And you guys gave me advice on. You guys gave me advice basically and said, "Who gives a shit if you're plus size? You're still sexy."
I actually,
Yeah.
you know what?
I do remember
I
you.
do remember you.
Yeah.
I was being silly, but now I'm being earnest, and I do remember you.
Yeah.
Oh, we flipped
Yeah.
to
Oh my God,
earnestness.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, anyways, literally, you guys changed my life.
Yeah.
The very next weekend, I had sex.
Woo!
Cool.
Was it good? Did you
Take that,
did you enjoy
caller,
it?
daddy.
Yeah.
It was really good. And
Girls gotta listen to guys we fucked.
it was awesome. Like, I can't even believe like what you guys have done for me and the confidence that I've gained from that session. Like, my best friend told me all those same things, and she likes to point out that she said all the same things, but I listened and I heard you guys. I believed you. And I
Not like that
applied
lying
it to
whore
my
of a best
life.
friend of yours.
Can't trust that slut. Oh my God, that's so
And,
exciting.
Yeah. So, like, I've now gone from 0 to 5 guys in a year and a half.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yes, bitch. I love that.
Okay.
Yeah. Now the hardest part is, like, 2 of those guys have been, like, conspiracy theory type guys.
That does happen sometimes.
Only 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I can't believe how common it is. Like, dating is really hard, and
That's
I've tried to come
it
up
is.
with different ways to find out.
to
if
tell them
we
the
have
earth is
same
not
morals.
flat.
Yeah. Hate to break this to you, buddy, but you're not gonna fall off when you sail to the Atlantic.
I would love to fuck a flat earther.
What kind of conspiracy theories are these guys buying?
Like QAnon stuff.
Nice.
America.
All right.
Fucking yeah.
Like sex trafficking in Hollywood and.
Well, that's real.
That's real, though.
That's real,
Trump
though.
is gonna save us all.
What's gonna save us all?
Are
Oh,
you
Trump?
fucking my ex?
Donald Trump, yeah.
Oh wow. Wow.
We might have to go to the parking lot, my friend.
Oh, she gonna meet you outside.
Good. I'm taking off my earrings.
Shit. So that, I mean, you know, having sex with somebody who believes, obviously in a perfect world, you know, we wouldn't fuck a man that's not like really supportive of women, but if that would happen, no woman would get laid. So, you know, you weed those out. Did you stop sleeping with those 2 guys?
Yes, I did.
That was a
Were they
long
good in-
pause.
With the last one in the summer.
Okay. Can I ask you, did you notice a difference in how they fucked versus the guys that weren't into conspiracy theories? Just curious.
Well, the last guy, he was my best so far. Like, he was really good.
And this was a conspiracy theory guy?
Yeah, it was.
Was he
Interesting.
the Hollywood pedophilia thing, or was he the Trump thing?
Both.
Ooh.
Mixing it up.
A little twofer.
Damn, that was.
Comment.
Well, Republicans absolutely love to think that everyone's having sex with kids. That's like one of their. If they had a change.
I mean, some people are, but not everybody.
Well, and some of the Republicans are.
They had a change. They have a rule against the word grooming on Twitter now because Republicans love to accuse everyone
seriously?
of having sex with children
Oh,
so
wow,
much.
wow,
and
wow,
it's
wow,
like
wow.
methinks you protest too much. You
Yeah.
know, it's just like
Those who throw stones.
yeah, it's like a little bit obvious.
Right. But he made a comment that all drag queens are pedophiles.
Yeah, that's a
he's
common
dumb.
one.
Yeah, he's.
That's a
And
very
I
common
couldn't
talking
let that
point.
slide. Yeah.
God. Yeah. Well, good for you for not fucking him anymore. I mean, that sucks that he was the best one. Man, it's kind of like the similar thing to like crazy in quotes. Chicks are really good in bed, like really drama-filled chicks are really good in bed, and maybe it's similar with conspiracy theory dick.
Yeah. The hot crazy scale.
Damn. Well, good for you for getting out there and owning your hotness and fucking feeling good and taking care of your own sexual needs. I applaud you, and that's so exciting. Thank you for calling us.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you so much.
Yay!
Thanks.
Keep on
Success
fucking.
story.
Bye.
Yeah, bye. Thanks for calling. Oh my god, love that.
It's funny because I personally find no correlation between QAnon and like how good the dick is. I've had equally good dick from people who, post about the Uyghurs in encampment,
Well, that's yeah. Well, that's good. That's like activism.
No, but I'm saying like, so just like you can be hardcore, the most liberal,
I see.
wear it on your sleeve guy, or you can be a QAnon guy who thinks that, drag queens reading books to kids in libraries is equivalent to them sucking them off behind the bleachers.
It's not just if you're.
And I
wondering.
I see no correlation between like, are they good at sex? Are they not?
Also,
Wow, okay, that's
the
interesting.
crazy woman thing, that's not true either. That crazy woman. My best sexual experiences were with women that like had it together. That were like not crazy at all.
Oh, that's
that were like
good.
super straight laced and
Oh, yay.
like normal.
Oh, good. I love breaking stereotypes.
Yeah.
Also, the Sinead O'Connor documentary is on Hulu because it's on Showtime. Well, if you have Showtime, you get it on Showtime or Hulu, so it's not Netflix. Whoops. Someone just told me that. And I just wanted to clarify because I really want you to watch it and cry.
That makes sense because it didn't pop up for Netflix, and I was like, usually it would tell me all the documentaries. I have Hulu too, though, so or Tommy has, and he added me as a family member.
Okay,
Thanks,
but-
friend.
Tommy.
I have a question.
Yeah.
This is a really intimate one.
Oh, it's not from the love bucket. Okay,
No, but
It's
we
from
can
your
totally
heart.
do the look. Yeah, well, it's from my butt. When you guys poop, does it take like forever to wipe your ass until it's clean?
Forever.
Like
No.
like I go through so much toilet paper, and I'm like, when is it gonna stop?
It depends. I mean, every now and then, it gets a little loosey goosey, but not forever. I mean, definitely not like one wipe, like 3 maybe, like
I'm
3
like
chunks.
like 10.
Ten's a lot.
So
yeah,
like
it's a lot.
It's just like, well, that means that is the consistency of your poop like very wet?
Yeah.
Well, then I think you probably have to add something to
diet.
your
Okay.
like maybe you're
I'm like, how many trees am I gonna kill
maybe
with
you
my
had
asshole?
so like how you're fucking up your butt with like you had too much fiber. Maybe you've now
Right.
backed it up that you don't have enough fiber and you have to meet in the middle. That's my
Okay,
guess. It seems like
okay.
a lack of fiber.
Okay.
Gotta
because
throw a pancake in there.
Yeah, I guess so.
Diet.
Yeah,
A
yeah, yeah.
pancake?
Every
Just
once in a
something.
while.
I
Every
mean,
once in a
Christina's
while.
not eating anything like.
Yeah, I eat pretty clean. Although today I did have a croissant because I was
There you go.
hungover with fucking 2 beers and 1 glass of wine. I'm like, ugh, that sucks.
Well, because you drink the beer first.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Beer has to be the last thing you drink if you're drinking a series of things.
Liquor before beer.
You're in the
You're
clear.
In the clear.
Should we pick from the love bucket?
We can, yeah.
Because I have some juicy questions that I wrote just for like the 3, like
Catch?
wouldn't be for a guest.
I don't. That's not
no,
good.
no, you can
walk
you
it
can-
over.
or you pick. You can pick.
You want me to
You
pick one?
pick it. Yeah.
All right, I'll pick the first.
And just read it.
All right, as we go into the love bucket.
love bucket.
So you guys can see, it is a not a bucket. It is a box of Magnum condoms.
That Mikey has used all of.
I mean, the amount of free promotion we do on this fucking show. I was watching clips from the regular podcast. It just said box water is the best water. I'm changing that. I'm going to write fucking notes over all of that
Stephen
shit.
Jenkins would
we
agree.
should. We should be using like nothing with logos.
This
on
I
it.
don't mind because this
Also,
is
like,
a New York
yeah.
City, establishment, and they let us do comedy there. So Two Boots, shout
Boots,
out
yeah.
if you like little
Love
pieces of
Two
cornmeal
Boots.
on the back of your pizza. Go to there. I like it. It's not for
Yeah.
everyone, but I
Yeah.
think it's pretty good, and they have vegan slices.
I
too.
will say that I did plan this part of the bit, hoping that this would end up in a sponsorship for us.
Okay,
it
yeah.
just hasn't happened yet.
Who
but
uses condoms?
Mike just
Loser.
needs a lot
I'm
of
just
big
kidding.
condoms.
yeah, it's really a sponsorship for me, I guess.
It's just he wants to be the poster boy for Magnum so badly,
A good one. Got a rugged chest.
so
Yeah.
badly.
Yeah. All right, let's pick our first one here of the night.
Love bucket.
We go into
We'll
the
take more
love
calls.
bucket. We
Don't
will take
worry.
more calls. Call us 917-300-0833.
Mike's really leaning into this.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Our first question of the night: which 2 people would you want to have a 3-way with?
Oh my God.
In the world,
Any 2
Such
people.
an easy question. Okay.
it's such an easy question.
Yeah, I mean, just like that's such an exciting one. Like, that's not a hard one. Like, there's, I mean, if anything, it's like hard because I want to fuck everybody.
Well,
but,
yeah,
like,
it's hard because like the choice of
2
anyone.
three-ways, 2 3-way, or 2 guys.
2
obviously.
people.
For
It
me,
doesn't
would
have to be guys.
I know, but for me, it will be.
Okay.
Jason Momoa. I know too much about Leonardo DiCaprio because of that story that one Guys Who Fucked fan told us about.
And he doesn't look good these days, Christina.
He's getting old.
I don't care about that.
She's just there for that signature Leo
You know what I would
DiCaprio
do?
personality.
I know this is gonna be real corny, but like the guy I'm currently dating and Jason Momoa.
You know what? I literally knew Christina was going to do that. There was not a doubt in my head that it wasn't going to be her current partner and someone else.
I really
It's
like
the most
really hot.
most Christina answer.
So sexy.
Yeah, until you fuck him next to Jason
Yeah,
Momoa.
Jason
No, bitch.
Nah. He would be like, hell yeah, get that Jason Momoa D. He would be so for it.
No, I'm not saying that he wouldn't be, but then I would be
Yeah.
like, well, I'm just going to think of Jason Momoa for the rest of time.
Possibly. Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, so ideally what would happen is science would evolve very quickly. We'd make a clone of myself and then it would be me and Penn Badgley. I have no interest in having a threesome.
Are we so ourselves? I mean, we can't be more on brand.
I would love to fuck
In the near
myself.
future,
I would
Corinne Fisher.
literally love to fuck myself.
It's wild, man.
And if I could fuck myself and then Penn Badgley, especially Penn Badgley after he did that little TikTok to fucking
What'd he do on
Taylor
TikTok?
Swift.
Oh, okay,
He did
Penn.
an anti-hero. And he also has a podcast. Like, I think he would definitely,
Penn.
he lives,
get on here.
he lives
Who
in New
knows
York.
Penn Badgley?
And then his wife, Domino, is the sister of Jemima Kirk
Oh,
from
my
Girls.
God.
And it's so crazy
His wife's
because
so hot.
I saw Domino talking for the first time and like, if you
so
close
hot.
your eyes, it sounds like Jemima Kirk is talking to you.
Jemima Kirk is
And
so
as you
hot.
know, something is going on in that family, and they also have another sister named Lola. Everyone in that
Yeah, they're all
family
hot.
has
Very hot.
insane sex appeal.
Yes, their sexual energy is
Like they're
leaking
beautiful,
out of their pores.
but it's not. It's not
right. It's the
they're-
zhuzh. It's the je ne sais quoi.
I
It's the
wouldn't like if
energy.
I just saw a picture of her. I wouldn't be like, oh my god.
Right.
It's not like Adriana Lima, but then like if you listen to Adriana Lima talk and like Domino Kirk, like Domino Kirk is by far
By
sexier.
far. Yeah.
Crazy.
Just want to
Crazy.
say that on the chat here.
Oh yes, we don't want to neglect the chat.
We have a comment from Tropica Leo.
Mm-hmm.
She says, Corinne, same.
That she would want to have
Her
sex.
three-way would be you and Ben Badgley too, I guess.
I was like a clone of herself, or
Well, we don't know,
unfortunately, my friend, you're gonna have to drug me to get me involved in that because
and that's not a challenge.
that's
guys.
not a challenge.
Don't do that.
Well, you guys have tried before.
I know, so stop. Don't do that.
And I survived. Oh, your drugs? Let me see. I'll get on a flight to Tennessee and talk to the guy next to me, and then take my laptop out of the Wendy's and text Christina from it. Your drugs mean nothing to me. I'll tell my ex I love him from a bathroom stall at JFK. Which
Don't
is
push her.
Real story.
Which ex?
First,
the first time?
your old
Okay.
roommate. First
Yeah.
time I told him I loved him, I was on. I had been.
Oh, he told me about
I had
that.
been date
Did he?
rape drugged.
Yeah. Is that right?
By not him.
By not
Important
him.
detail.
By not him.
He told me in a
Wait,
pizza
somebody
place.
date rape drugged you and then just left? I mean, good, but what?
Yeah. No. Well, I mean that was I was.
Did you know who did it?
I think it actually might have been fans. I was roofied at Bell House. Remember?
Right, because
Yeah.
I showed up at your house naked.
Yeah, that's
or you were naked.
That was
I showed up at your house.
I've been roofied multiple times, but the previous time I was roofied, we weren't doing guys we fucked yet.
I know this sounds fucked up, but like no one's ever tried to roofie me.
Sorry.
It's so annoying. Or stalk me.
Get those moves like Jagger. I number one. Okay,
It's like
so
kind of offensive.
you
but
guys,
whatever.
I've had so many stalkers, so many
I've had
death threats.
because I'm too
Been
accessible.
roofied so many. Well, I think because you're too thirsty for the roofie. You know.
I don't want it to happen, but if it did, I'd be like, oh my
I
God.
You're like,
literally
please
don't.
somebody stalk me.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, like,
I
it
literally
does
don't
make you
want to
feel
be
pretty.
roofied, and then everyone's like, "I have an idea for Corinne."
I don't want to be roofied either. So don't do it. And I don't want to be stalked. That's
Oh my
rude.
god. Oh, it's so. I've had stalkers since I was in like middle school, high school.
Damn.
It's been an issue.
That's a heavy aura, girl.
It's been an issue for
That's
a long
hot
time.
Have you ever had a stalker, Mikey?
No, I have not had a stalker.
That sucks. Well,
Seems like
Not
everyone
yet.
in this room needs to up their game.
yeah,
Not yet.
honestly, yeah. We need to be less desperate so that we too can get a stalker and then we won't brag about it, but like somebody else will be like, "Oh my god, you're a stalker." I'm like, "Yeah, it's so stressful."
It takes one to know one though.
It's
Like
really
I don't actually like stalk people except for that one
Ah,
time
the
that
way
I
you
went
said
to
that
church.
says yes.
But I
What? If
I
you
would
went to church, that's a yes.
I would heavily. This was when I was in high school in Union and just bored. But I heavily research people.
You really do.
I
that we knew.
heavily research.
That's not news, right?
Because I don't want to be surprised by someone's whereabouts. I need to know.
I'm gonna take another call.
Let's take another call.
Start the call or two to decline. Press 1. The call will start at the beep.
Hello, you're on with Guys We Fucked live on YouTube. What's your name? What's your problem?
Hi, my name is Desiree, longtime fan.
Yay! Hi, Desiree.
Krystyna, this is a kind of depressing question for you.
Hell yeah, let's go.
I am 33 years old.
So depressing. No, sorry. Go ahead.
7 years.
Worse than I thought.
So, y'all been through some things while I've been listening. But I cut my super neurotic alcoholic mother out 6 weeks ago.
Okay. Yeah. Congrats.
It's right. And my entire family is berating me about it.
Yeah, because they have to deal with her and they're jealous that you don't. Possibly.
Exactly. I think that's what's happening is that now I've blocked her so I don't have to read all of the toxic shit that she wants to spew in the middle of the night.
Yeah. And you did the absolute right thing. And they're probably mad that they're not standing up to her and also doing that. And they're like, well, if I have to suffer and take her abuse, so do you. And that's, just not the case, as you know.
Well, that's kind of what I'm wondering because, how old is your brother? Is he younger or older than
My
you?
brother's 8 years older than me, and there was one point where he was not talking to my mom, and so he understands. He's like my brother's like one of my closest friends and family member, but I love my brother. We've had conversations at length, and he understands that I am more affected by our mom than he is, and he totally accepts that. She was mentally ill through a different part of my development than she was for his, so he is able to have more patience and more understanding than I am. And fortunately, him and I come to a very beautiful understanding about that, where he knows that in certain circumstances, he does have to be the middleman, but he's a very patient, good guy. And so he does that for me. But I think that, if he also didn't want to talk to my mom, he probably would stop, but he has a kid, so it's a little different. He said, he told me, ever since I had a kid, they can't stress me out. I just want the best for my son. So, my brother and I have a really kind of unique understanding.
I have two brothers, and we've always obviously your mom and my mom are you obviously don't know me, but similar toxicity, and I've just decided, I'm 33 years old. You've impacted the last 33 years of my life. Yeah. And, why do you have to have this power over me for the rest of my life? Absolutely.
And just because somebody is related to you, just because somebody is your parent, does not mean that you have to take their emotional abuse, physical abuse, whatever it is. You're not obligated. And you can also still love them and want them to heal and be happy and have a good life while not talking to them. So just because you cut them off, the parent might accuse you of being a terrible daughter, of being so disrespectful. Your dad might accuse you of being so disrespectful to your mom. Don't buy into that. You are doing what you need to do for your mental health, and you can still love her from afar privately to yourself if you so choose.
Thank you so much, because I'm the co-signer on her apartment that she strong-armed me at a family party, and now I just heard through my dad that she's contacting an attorney for grandparent rights because I have 3 kids, and she's talking about showing up at my house when the bus drops off, and I'm like, I swear to God, this is not. Yeah, I'm not the bully you want to fight this.
Exactly. She's the one being the bully, and you standing up for yourself is what is going to could possibly drive her into madness. However, she's a grown woman. She was responsible for her own behavior, and she was responsible for maintaining her own reactions to what you do to her. So that's on her, unfortunately. And it's really sad that she's suffering through addiction, possibly mental illness. That's terrible. You don't wish that on anybody, but it's her responsibility to get help and to know that, maybe she needs to look at what she's doing. It's really disappointing when you want to cut off a parent and they're like, how could you? When, logically you would think they would go, oh, what, in an ideal world, what could I have done to make you want to do that? To make you not want to talk to me? I must have done something terrible. But, it's the reason you cut her off in the first place, I'm sure, is because she doesn't behave in a logical way.
So do you regret it? Like,
I'm
know
thankful
it's
that
been
I
a
did it
while, but,
every day. Every day I'm thankful because I miss her. I love her so much, and I want her to be better and have happiness and have the life she wants. It's just I've accepted the fact that it's not possible for me to have a life of peace with her in it at this time. And I've really come to terms with it, but some days I feel guilty, some days I cry over it, and other days I cry of happiness because I can't believe I had the guts to do that when I never thought I would, and neither did she. And it's not she frames me as being really cruel and how could you do this to me? Oh my God, but you just have to stand in your own morals and constitution and understand that you're doing what's best for you.
Thank you so much, because I know like the holidays are coming, and that's why she's really making a fuss, is because she realized like, she's going to be alone, because I will not bend. Like I'm done. I can't do it anymore. And I feel very peaceful, but everybody else is making me feel very guilty.
Well, also, she's not going to be alone. You have other family members, the ones who are bugging you. So, I mean, if she's saying she's going to be alone, that's her being
a victim.
Dramatic. And also, I'm not sure what state you live in, but I was researching grandparents' rights. And I mean, like for New York, for instance, it seems like biological grandparents do have the right to petition for visitation, but it seems like the circumstances have to be pretty extraordinary for them to win. And so I think you could win that, too. Not that you want to like make it into a big legal battle, but also it could just be a threat. And like, is she actually like,
talk.
If she's a grandparent, she's probably tired. I don't know that she wants to go through like a whole legal process.
Yeah, it's a lot of money too.
Right, but I mean, she cut down a neighbor's strawberry plant when she was drunk and got a felony assault for it.
Well, we all do that.
I mean,
Oh, that's awesome. Then she has a felony. So she has a felony. So
she'll
she's not
never get grandparent rights.
Amazing. That was
It's wild.
That's great. That's like that's karma. That's nice. I like that. I would call her George Washington too as a nickname.
I'm just like more pissed that she would even like go there,
Yeah, absolutely. But if you think about it, are you surprised?
No.
Yep. So there you go.
So I appreciate it. I was just like, you really inspired me to like take some ownership and take some power and like.
Nice. Oh, thank you. That's awesome.
Older and wiser, I can control my future.
Yeah, I'm proud of you. Hell yeah, that's amazing. Well, I'm excited for your future of inner peace and not turmoil from your mom. That's amazing. Thanks for calling.
Right. Thank you both. Bye.
Bye.
Aww,
also, guys,
nice.
heads up. If like obviously you're watching the live stream, so if we're talking to someone, just don't call during that time because there's nothing we can. There's nothing we can do. Just stop it. Like there's no. I know you guys suggested other things.
The call waiting
it's a
thingy.
burner app, so you can't. There's no way to turn off the calls. So just like be a peach.
Yeah.
You're not trying to win Justin Bieber tickets on Z100.
Right.
Oh my
we
God.
don't need to call constantly.
I stayed home from school one day to win NSYNC tickets, and they fucking sold out. Oh my God, I almost lost my mind.
Well, if you're winning, you just didn't win
you had
them?
to call for
Right,
Ticketmaster back in the day.
Yeah, you had to call for the tickets.
Well, I mean, back in the day, you actually had to fucking
Go,
show up at the box office.
Did you ever
Fucking
camp
wish.
out for tickets?
Only for
SNL.
SNL.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to do Love Bucket?
Yeah, if you want.
Let's do Love Bucket.
Do you want me to pull it, or do you want to
No,
send?
you pull it.
All right.
Love Bucket.
And we're going back to the Love
the
Bucket.
bucket of love, and then we'll do more calls.
Oh, actually, I had some topics to discuss.
Oh
too,
yeah,
I think.
we'll do that too. We'll do Love Bucket, Corinne topics, and then
I
more
have a
calls.
Love Bucket ready, but we can go to Corinne's topics if we'd prefer.
No, let's do Love Bucket.
All right. Next Love Bucket question. All right. Who is the historical figure that makes you the most horny?
Edgar Allan Poe. I mean, it's the most basic gothic hot topic.
That
bitch
was quick.
That was
answer,
so quick. She's
but
thought about
like
that forever.
100%, I've run him on the pattern.
Whoa,
We're
You're
destined.
So you.
We're destined to be together.
So funny.
Oh my God, Edgar Allan Poe, and also he's a short king.
Was he short?
Yeah,
I believe that.
Everyone in that time was short.
Yeah.
Historical figure. They've all done some shit.
But that isn't that hot?
No, if you like conquered a land by like killing and murdering and raping and pillaging.
Edgar Allan Poe
That's
didn't do
not
that.
hot?
He just got kicked out of West Point and fucked his cousin.
Fucked
Nice.
his cousin. Yeah.
Oh, that's kinda
Who was
hot.
underage, I think.
Oh,
Right?
Well, that wasn't a thing at that time, though.
Well, right. So this is the thing. We're applying our historical
right.
context
right,
to the
but
period.
yeah, I guess
Listen.
I'm thinking of like political country leaders or something.
That's
I
a
gotta get out of that.
conversation that I've had on Without a Country a lot. Yeah.
William Shakespeare duh. Like, how did that take me so long?
Oh.
I would fuck the shit out of Billy Shakespeare. I fucking love Shakespeare. I came in first place at the Philadelphia Shakespeare competition when I was a senior in high school with a monologue from Portia.
Christina's so Christina because you knew it would be someone who kind of dresses in ladies' clothes.
Love me a queer man. I love me a queer man. Get that eyeliner. Get your nails done, honey. Let's go.
You know he's like he's sashaying in the room,
Fucking goddamn right.
Yeah.
Then sashaying his dick right into my puss.
reading your poetry.
Oh my God, it's my dream.
Fucking love it.
Grr.
Yeah, I think mine would be Catherine the Great.
Wow.
Why?
Very high.
Why is she
I
hot
got to
to
pull
you?
up a photo of Catherine
Yeah.
the Great.
There's a
know what
lot.
she
Have you
looks like?
watched The Great on Netflix?
No.
I didn't watch. I haven't watched the new season yet, but it
Is it a
was
C or a
it's
K?
C.
I,
Catherine with a C.
I just love the idea of Mike masturbating to Catherine the Great.
That's
Well,
so dorky. And
you just got to think about like.
You really do appreciate women for who they are.
Yeah,
I
I
gotta
know.
say.
Well, listen, she
Oh
was
wow, she was not a looker.
Catherine the Great.
Oh, I'm looking at older pictures of her.
Well,
she was okay.
These are all oil paintings, guys.
Well, that's
Yeah,
the thing,
We're
right?
acting like this isn't a good snapshot on her Insta. It's a fucking painting.
Doesn't she
Someone
know
doesn't
that
know
she
her
has
angles.
8 chins in this oil painting? Okay, yeah, here she's
Like
here
Edgar
she's a
Allan
babe.
Poe, there's one painting of him, and that's it.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
They could have caught him on a good day. We don't know.
Well, she basically she was a duchess of I think France
Well, fuck her so bad. Why do you know that?
well
she
I
was the
don't know
last empress of Russia.
well that's what happened. She went and she married.
switched?
She married one of the Peters, I think,
Uh-huh.
and then she basically conspired against him and took over Russia. and became,
Hell
and
yeah,
became the
bitch.
Empress of Russia.
That's my girl.
She was like super. I mean, she led an actual sort of like empire of Russia.
Wow.
So
super
she
hot.
was born in Prussia, which is
Germany,
now
okay.
Poland.
Oh, Poland. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she.
I
And then,
did not know that.
And then she died in a place that they were referring to as, St. Peter's, so the Russian Empire.
Russia, yeah.
Wow, I love that for you, Michael.
Yeah, I dig it. I like powerful women.
You know, she's reincarnated somewhere. So Catherine the Great, call Mikey.
She also lived really old for that time period. She lived until
she was
67
fucking.
in the 1700s.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's quite impressive.
Yeah, during
She had a
smallpox and
Grain-free
all that
diet.
Yeah.
Stuff. Yeah,
wow,
right.
wow, wow.
Grain-free diet.
Jeez.
Good
Good
for
for her.
her.
Yeah.
What's going on with you, Corinne?
Well, I think a good topic for the bonus episode was, I was thinking about, like, you know how we have discussions often that, like, the most intense mirror for yourself is the mirror that you experience when you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
I would actually disagree and say the biggest, most intense mirror is when someone makes a playlist about you, and then, but not one that they send directly to you, but one that they make, and like a lot of the songs are directed towards you, and then you listen to it, and it's like just a lot of artistic feedback about who you are as a person.
Well, okay, I have so many questions.
Yeah,
so
I
many
do too.
questions.
Wait, you guys have never? Have you
No
guys?
one's ever made a fucking playlist about me, Corinne.
No one's made a playlist about
Sorry
me
that
either.
your aura is stronger than both of ours.
Yeah.
Stop
both
it.
Mikey and ours.
I've
Has
never
anyone
got
at
one.
least made a playlist that's like
mixtape?
That's like, this reminds me of you.
Yeah. Well, or not. Yeah, not a playlist, but like a CD. They burned a
Well,
CD.
that's the same concept.
Yeah.
It's just earlier
But
times.
it was all love songs. It wasn't like it was just like I love you. Like I
there
love you
was-
so much. It
well,
wasn't like
that's
it wasn't
the
like
difference.
traits about me, so it wasn't as personal.
God, I've had so many fucking playlists about me. I'm actually
Jesus.
I wanted to work on I'm working on a
Bottle
joke
some of
right
that up
now.
and give it to me.
And it's about what?
Bottle some of that zhuzh up and give it to me.
It's just not giving a fuck, but like really meaning it. It's just like,
Nah, I'd rather just drink it from your bottle.
it's just like really from the core of your heart, not caring. Well, it's interesting because I was, I think a lot of women have this like dream of like a man writing a song about them, and no one's ever written a song about me, but I've had like a lot of jokes written about me, and let me tell you, it does not scratch the same itch.
Nope. Stand-up joke versus
I
singer-songwriter
have so
song.
many jokes about me, not even from like they're like obviously ex-boyfriends, but also like people I've like slept with like a couple of times have jokes about me. I mean,
you make your mark.
crazy amount of jokes, and I'm like, that does not happen. I mean, so I need someone to write a song about me for real. But yeah, no, I've had a lot of playlists, and someone made a playlist recently.
How
like this
were you
week.
aware of it?
It was put on his Instagram story, and I was like, let me click this because this is 100%.
Was it
halfway
framed
directed
as
towards
like,
me?
oh, I made a playlist.
Yeah,
Here it is.
I made a
just like
playlist. It's
general
very
playlist.
personal, and then I'm like, well,
We'll be
we've
the
been
judge of
spending a
that.
lot of time together lately. This is obviously some things directed at me. It was very
Oh, I
interesting.
love this. I cannot wait to hear the
It was
name after.
very interesting.
Was there anyone that made you like laugh, like a song that you're like, oh fuck, took you by surprise?
No, I mean, I think his assessment musically is like kind of correct, but I mean, like it's his own like turmoil dealing with me. I can't disagree.
Man.
But
You're
just
so
having
unique.
it in song form, like blasted back at you from your own, Apple products is a little overwhelming when you're trying to like get out of bed and wipe your dog's butt.
Still.
He's a little better, but I mean,
Okay.
he also probably just is, he's probably catching my depression.
Oh,
Animals
yeah.
catch your depression.
Yeah, they do.
And I'm just like, oh, you should go live with someone else for a couple days.
Oh, baby.
I have so many
he can
people.
come stay with me, but I think Kevin would annoy him.
I have so many
But,
people who would, Alfred's great. When I adopted Alfred initially, I fully intended him to be a rented dog for the community.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
free rental.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's inspired many of my friends to get dogs.
Yeah, Alfred's a cool dog.
Ryan Long texted me today. He's just like, my fucking girlfriend wants a dog now. I go, the power of
Sorry.
Alfred.
Yeah.
I said, I know.
Sorry, bitch.
That one doesn't sound
Maybe
as
that'll
happy.
open your cold heart, right?
That sounds a little more like he's not as into getting a dog, but has to.
No, Ryan will get a dog.
No, he would. You can't. Okay.
He
Should we take a call?
Alfred loves Ryan. Alfred loves Ryan.
Press 1 to start. The call will start at the beep.
Ryan was like, wow, he really needs a male figure.
Hi, you're live with Guys We Fucked. What's your name and what can we do you for? Oh, nope, you hung up. All right, well, your problem. Someone call. Okay, here we go.
Press 1 to start the call. The call will start at the beep.
Hey, what's your name? You're live with Guys We Fucked.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. How are
Sorry, I
you?
put you on mute. Good. So my name's Genevieve.
Ooh, beautiful name.
Thanks for everything. You know how awesome you are.
Thanks.
So my question is, I'm wondering if there is such thing as a successful friends with benefits relationship, as in you were actually like legitimately good friends before this started happening.
This is a Corinne
Wondering
question.
if that's
I mean,
possible.
for me, 100%, I would say my friends with benefits much more successful than my actual intimate relationships. That's where they all go wrong, because it's a pressure of like the title of boyfriend or girlfriend, and like,
And that pressure usually comes from me when that's my dynamic.
yeah, I mean, I think it's like, are you good at fucking and are you good at being friends? I'm good at both of those things.
Yeah, she is.
So that's like the perfect relationship for me. Basically, all my really close male friends, there's a couple people who I haven't, but like basically all the people who are like my really good male friends, like I've had sex with before, and then easily turned it off and am able to like hang out in a well, I will say non-threatening way with their girlfriends. I'm non-threatened. They're not threatened. Girlfriends often threaten, but that's girlfriend's issue, not my issue. And like I can't like make it any clearer that like I'm not interested in their boyfriend anymore. But yeah, I mean, I think definitely like friends with benefits has been a very bright spot in my life in New York City. Do you have a particular relationship that you have questions about?
Yeah, like, so it's already happened like once, and we're kind of trying to like figure things out and like where to go from here. Like,
You're
we've
already
been
putting
friends
too
for,
much
like,
thought into it, I think. I think that's like, I think sometimes like you, when you, not that you should not have any discussions, but like, it's almost like you have to be very careful to not make it a relationship. And if you're having constant conversations about like, the state of the union, then that's when it gets like,
You're probably me.
that's when you're making it more than it is in the negative ways. Like, cause what I like about friends with benefits is that I don't have to have all those pesky conversations that I don't like. And keep in mind, I'm navigating these relationships a lot more with like a masculine energy, so a little bit more closed off, which is also a reason why I think I excel in friends with benefits relationship, because it's basically like two men fucking.
Nice.
It's the same way like a gay guy can go on Grindr and just like meet someone and fuck, and it's like not a whole thing. So what was?
Yeah, I more meant like Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, so when you say close friends before, how close were you before?
I mean, we like did the whole like live in a like we lived together like in college with like a big group. Like we have a lot of similar friends. Like
Okay.
you know, we've been decently close. He's not like the first person I like run to for everything, but he is someone that like I do trust very much. Like he trusts me. Like we've had like when he's gone through breakups, I've been there for him. Like, you know, when I've had shit going on in my life, vice versa. When I said talk, I more meant like it happened once, and then we were kind of like, okay, do we want this to be like, you know,
where do we want this to go?
Do we want this to be a one-time thing, or is this like going to happen again?
Were you drunk or were you sober?
Sober.
Interesting. And so, and can I ask why, if you have this sexual attraction and this obviously close dynamic, is there a reason why it couldn't be a relationship?
He lives in Toronto and I live in Massachusetts. So
Got it. Oh, it's a perfect fuck buddy.
Well,
exactly.
I mean, but you got to be in the same place to fuck.
Yeah, because I would argue it's actually kind of not a good friends with benefits, because now you're adding in the drama of long distance, and so to me it's like just someone that you might fuck when you see them.
Or do you guys sext?
Yeah, we do. So what basically how it happened was we were both in I was in town for a friend's wedding, and it happened like the night before, and then I'm visiting the city like in a couple weeks, and we've kind of already basically I'm wondering if like, you know, when I don't want that to become the only thing like in our friendship kind of thing. So I guess it's like, since I'm not around him as much anymore because I just moved recently, I'm wondering kind of like, you know, how do I make sure that the friendship is equally balanced with like the hooking up?
Right. Okay. So you moved
like,
recently. That's
like,
an
hey,
interesting variable.
Like,
yeah. Well, I mean.
Yeah. Like, hey, I'm in town, so like, let's just, you know, see each other, hook up. Like, I want to see him to like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
let's get dinner. Yeah.
But I also don't want to like.
Well, I mean, I think because of the origin of your friendship, you would like, if you're going to meet up, like, yes, you will, you know, converse and have dinner, but you'll also fuck, you know, as long as neither of you are at the time in, you know, a serious relationship. I think there's two things you need to look out for when you're doing a friends with benefits relationship. So the first one is you need to make sure you guys are on and obviously this is not like a foolproof because anyone can catch feelings at any times. True. But basically like you either have to decide that you're open to catching feelings and both of you agree on that and you just follow it as it goes, or basically that you're not going to catch feelings, and if someone catches feelings, you're going to immediately be vocal about it and shut the whole thing down. So that's part one. And then part two is you have to make sure that you guys have the self-control to, if either of you or both of you get in a serious relationship, that you guys have the fucking willpower that you can hang out and not hook up. And that I think is the more difficult one. So like I have never slipped up, nor has any of my male friends slipped up with trying to fuck or something when either of us was in a serious relationship, even though we have previously had sex like many times, and you know we can hang out alone as just friends. Like, I mean, like I'm talking like I can go to like people I've hooked up with, you know, bedroom privately, lay on their bed and talk, and there is no fear that either of us is going to try to make a move on each other if the other person's in a serious relationship. So that's like only you guys would know that about yourself. Like you can't be so like overcome with it can't be someone who you're so overcome with like a sexual interest in that you can't control yourself around that person.
Right. Okay. Cool. Okay. Those are all great tips. Thanks, y'all. I appreciate it.
Thanks for calling. Have a great night. Happy fucking.
Yeah, no problem. All right. You too.
Bye. Thank you. That was fun.
I wish I had a friend with benefits right now, man. That's like, those were the days. It's a bad time period for that.
What? Why? For
It's
you or for just in general?
This is a bad age. I had so many friends with benefits when I was in my 20s. Oh my God. Amazing. They still watch my stories though. Shout out.
Hello, what's your name? You're live with Guys We Fucked.
Oh my God. Hey, I'm Courtney. I'm from outside Philadelphia.
Hell yeah.
Hi, Courtney.
I want to say I'm a longtime fan. Thank you so much for your podcast. I am a product of the Catholic school system. I actually recently got a job from there. And your podcast really just like helped me unlock a lot of like shame and removing that from my life. So I just want to say thank you so much.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks.
Does it?
My biggest question is like, so I always like laugh because I feel like Corinne, you always joke like, there's no positive stories, and like I do have a positive story. I recently got out of a 3-year relationship. It was like really toxic at the end.
Is that the positive part?
Well, it was toxic, yeah.
It's really positive. You know, like can look up something great in the past, but you know, I'm in a better place now. I bought a house by myself.
Sweet.
Hell
29.
Nice. Congrats.
And thank you. And like I recently got a new job, and so it's like really great in that I have all these really positive things going for me, and I feel like I am at a point in my life where I feel really good, but then I'm also at this like I'm trying to unpack a lot of self-esteem issues and like confidence, and so I've tried starting to date again, like casually try to do. I joked that I had my friend was like, you should have an eat, pray, love summer, and then I got drunk and said I'm having a live, laugh, love summer, and so basically I just had a white girl summer.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just at a point now where I'm like, how do I be confident but not have it be connected to dating, and just, you know, see how I have all these positive things but not, I still feel like something's missing.
Oh, like not getting your confidence from the status of your current relationship or dating life?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to, like, the last few months I've been just doing my own thing and, like, investing in my house and doing my own projects and getting used to my new job. But I still feel like my self-esteem is just not where it should be.
What are the
and,
thoughts in your head? What are the thoughts in your head specifically that are negative towards yourself?
I think it's just, like, feeling worthy. And, like, I don't feel worthy of, like, the things that I have, or I have like big imposter syndrome, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. Super common. I think it's a matter for me anyway. Like when I had to deal with my like deep insecurities, and they're going to surface again. It's not like they're going away forever, but it's just a matter of reminding yourself and talking back when those thoughts pop up. So when you have that like sinking feeling in your gut while you find yourself like enjoying a nice dinner in your house that you fucking own, which is so badass. And then you have this sinking feeling of like, you know, a voice creeps up in your head that says, you don't deserve this, or whatever the negative voices say. Talking back to those negative voices is what's going to make or break your self-esteem. You just have to, and to the point where you do it often enough that the thoughts will eventually die down, I think.
So I want to go back to the part. Sorry. Do you have anything? You're like going out a little bit. Did you want to respond to that?
No. I was just listening. Go on, please.
No, I just so I want to go back to the part where you said you're having trouble finding self-confidence out of relationships, because to me that set off an alarm. Why are we even thinking about self-confidence having anything to do with our romantic relationships? Can I how are you making that association? Because to me there's absolutely no correlation.
I guess I've never been one where, like, people approach me. Like, I've always had to, like, go out of my own way. So I took that as a
sign that you're not worthy enough to be approached?
You're talking about men? Yeah. Men never approach you?
Yeah.
Okay, but so have you looked into maybe there's another reason besides you are not worthy, in that maybe you're like intimidating or you know, and when I say intimidating, I mean like to a weak man, not to like a fucking, you know, society, like for real. Like there are other reasons why you could be unapproachable besides being not worthy.
Yeah, I mean, I am overweight. Like, I'm like my size. I'm like, I'm at a, like, there have been times where I feel really good and like sexy in my own body, but then there's also times where I'm like, I know that for some men they don't see that as a positive, and so
yeah, and those men
I
can
think
suck
that's
it.
probably part of it.
Well, I mean, lots of people are overweight though, and lots of people like, you know, women who aren't like the traditional American standard. I mean, like, you know, like people on my 600-pound life pretty much always have a partner.
They always have a husband,
so,
like a devoted one,
like
too.
across the board. And a lot of times that guy's skinny.
Yeah, but it's about energy. Like, it's not just your body type; it's about the energy that you give off.
Yeah.
I really mean that. Like there's so many people that I've met that I'm like, God, that person's so sexy. But like if you saw a picture of them on a dating app, I would never say that about them. But like the way they carry themselves and the way that they're just like there and present and just like, hey, what's up? And they're not, you could just tell that they're not insecure. That energy is so sexy.
And also sometimes I have to say, I think like sometimes the reason why men don't approach people of like a non-traditionally sexy body type is because of society telling them who they should be attracted to. You know, you got to keep that in mind. It's like, because it's like everyone can, you know, you're talking about something that everyone can see, when there's lots of other, you know, things that are like not traditional or maybe not like the ideal that people date people who have them, like mental illness or any of that stuff. No one cares about that shit.
No one cares about that shit.
So like when you hit on people, are they oftentimes receptive?
It's usually with the dating apps, just so like, and so that's, I know it's like a whole other.
Well, and that's hard because you can't really read the energy that much. I mean, you can you can be as yourself as possible on a dating app and like answer the prompts and stuff in a way that's just so genuine to you. But there's only so much you can do to give off your genuine energy on a dating app, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. So I think like I feel really confident when I'm there, but sometimes I think I get in my own head of, like, I'm talking too much or whatever, or like the people, I'm like, I've done the work. Like, I have the job. I do go to therapy. Like, I'm reading the self-help books. Like, I'm doing my own thing, but then I'm like, I'm not, I don't know. It's just not matching up. And so
I would say,
I'm just kind of boiled.
This is something I got as you were talking. I'm like, I would say focus on having fun in your life, and I think a relationship will come. Like, what is fun to you? Like, hanging out with your friends, like, doing fun shit. Like, do dope, fun shit. Go ATVing. Go fucking sailing. Like, get your pilot's license. Like, something that's whatever. Like, these are just things that I've been thinking about. But, like, you know, whatever. Get into aliens or become a medium.
You're a multimillionaire, obviously. So you got to do all these things.
Right. Well, but whatever. Like, just like, you know, I think maybe if you focus on like having fun, I don't know. When I see somebody enjoying their own life, to me, that's so fucking sexy. And then, you know, take pictures about it and put it on your dating apps, and then I don't know what your pictures you're putting on are, but like just make sure it's like of you having fun. I think that's always sexy.
Yeah.
Well, and also like talking, like you're saying like, oh, I'm talking too much, but like, are you, when you go on dates, are you talking more than normal? Are you talking to fill dead space, or are you just saying the things that you want to say at the times that you feel like they're appropriate to say them? I mean, we're all members of society. We know an appropriate time to talk is. I mean, don't cut people off. Listen when they respond. Ask follow-up questions to things people offer you. But other than that, I don't really see how you can be talking too much. Certainly not more than a fucking straight man.
Good point.
Yeah. I guess I'm a nervous talker, and so I think that's probably part of it. But I recently went on a date with this guy where I got to a point where I was like, I'm going to wait to see how long it takes for him to ask me a question, because I feel like I'm just filling up all this space.
Right. Yeah, good.
And
that's great. Yeah.
I was like, oh, I've gone like at least 40 minutes. And I'm like, this
wow.
He didn't ask you a question in 40 minutes?
But see, that's on them. That you're learning something about him. You're not learning something about you in that moment.
Yeah.
That's a failure on his part. That's not a failure on your part.
Yeah, that's a thank you next.
I would literally say to me, do you know it's been 40 minutes and you have, I've said that to so many of my male friends before when they call me and for a fucking therapy session. I've literally looked at the timer on my phone and been like, you know, it's been 40 minutes and you haven't once asked me how I'm doing. And that's insane. Not that you should be that argumentative perhaps on a date, because there's just really there's no need for it. And I don't want you to get fucking murdered in a parking lot.
But what's happening is you're getting very valuable information about them.
Yeah, it's not about me.
It's not a reflection of you. Yeah, because they don't know you yet. And they're not even if they're not asking you any questions, they don't even give a shit. They're not even trying to get to know you. There's a lot of people in this world with their head up their own asshole so much that, you know, they're just selfish and, you know, just talk. And so just know that those people exist, and those are part of the population that you weed out as you date.
No, I hear you, because I think I'm making it about me, and it's like, no, it's not. That's not about you.
I also think I
That's
also
okay.
think because maybe of the life you've lived and the way society has treated you, you're thinking about your weight more than other people are thinking about your weight, because the kind of things that you're bringing up right now to me aren't issues for a heavy woman. They're issues for women.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like someone's not asking you a question because you're overweight. It's like people aren't asking you questions because
selfish fucks.
Women have been socialized to listen and smile and dote on men, and that has nothing to do with you. That's across the board
Corinne
for a
with the
size
points.
0 to a size 24.
We got to clip that. That's a good one.
No, I appreciate that. Thank you. I get in my own head, and it's like, that's not.
Yeah, and the trick to getting out of your own head is talking back to those thoughts. That's the way. That's the staircase out of your own head. You're going to continue to get in your own head, but the practice is talking back to those thoughts is going to prove to be very valuable to your self-esteem.
Right, because I mean, I think it's very normal to be the most caught up in the thing about you that has caused you maybe the most strife in your life. And listen, we live in a very like a body conscious society, so it's not surprising.
Women are very
to me
overly sexualized.
that for you it's your weight, but I really would argue that you're thinking about it more than other people are thinking about it, and it's like stopping you from
Being yourself.
living a free life.
Yeah. No, I hear you, because like I think that, I mean, at the end of the day, I just want to I have been trying to have fun, and I think that just doing that and being more present and talking back to the thoughts and understanding that you're your own worst enemy sometimes. That's what's gonna get you.
Yeah, and just be mindful of that, and just remind yourself. That's all you gotta do.
Sorry, I thought this was positive.
Yeah, no, thanks for calling. We appreciate the call. We hope that advice helped.
No, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and for everything.
Yay! Thanks for listening. We appreciate you.
Bye.
Have a good
Thank
night.
you.
Aw.
Wanted to just look at the chat again real quick.
Yes, let's
Thank you,
go
Michael.
to the
You're really
chat.
killing
And
this.
this
We
is
have
another
a-
love bucket. That's
We have a
interesting.
comment from Oliver Renee. Pilot's license is $10K plus.
Oh.
When Christina was laughing on all of the things, I was like, this is so expensive.
Well, I've not
Corinne
gotten my
looked at
pilot
me.
license, but I wanted to. It's just something that I thought about doing.
ATV. I didn't even know that was something real people could do until like last year. I thought it was the only thing like Richie Rich did in the movie.
ATVing? Oh, anybody can ATV. That's white trash shit.
That is white trash.
Yes,
Yeah.
but to like own one around.
To own one is expensive.
It's all
ATVs are
expensive
expensive as
shit,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
Well, I mean,
that's some Wawa shit.
It's very white trash because people will like not pay their rent and buy an ATV. That's how that becomes
Well,
white trash.
that's true.
100%,
Yeah.
baby.
That's some real white trash behavior. Loving it.
God.
Loving
All right.
it.
Shall we reach in one more time to the love bucket?
Please reach in.
All right. Oh, I see better handwriting. This isn't one of mine. All right. What's the sluttiest Halloween costume you've ever had?
mine.
Not the one you thought would be the sluttiest, the one that was perceived as such.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Corinne with the layered question.
Well, I did a Halloween theme one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Because I feel like I feel like you think like, oh, French maid or like
Right. The
nurse
Playboy Bunny. I was a Playboy Bunny.
and
one
in
year.
my experience, it's just not so.
Really?
I have one that is the impetus for this question.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because I don't, for Halloween, I either very clearly go slutty or very clearly do not. It's like when I was Elaine from Seinfeld. That's not slutty.
No one tried to fuck you?
Elaine,
No, my boyfriend
but
did
Elaine
at the
could be
time.
kind of slutty. No,
Yeah,
like hot.
People are
I wore,
obsessed
like,
with Elaine.
Elaine is
knee-high
so hot.
Okay, well, I wasn't trying to be sexy.
Okay.
I was just trying to be fun. But I had a boyfriend. It was me and Steven. So, and he was Jerry. So, maybe I don't know. I think the nun costume. No one fucked me in that.
No one tried to?
No. And I even like flaunted it, and no one wanted it. You were there. But
we weren't really around anyone
yeah.
who was like I forget. That was the year that I was Greta Thunberg, I think.
Yes, it was. We went to the WeWork party or something.
Greta
where Lil
Thunberg.
Kim was at.
Oh yeah,
We couldn't fucking see her perform because she was so short and like everyone was too tall.
and then we
couldn't
went
see
to
her.
that other party where I don't know, we met those girls and you guys were just bonding over the fact that you both had an Adderall addiction. And I was like, I don't know. That was like a hotel. I don't know. That was a nice party.
That was the real estate agent Ryan Serhant's real estate
Yeah,
party.
my man.
Oh, that was a nice one. That was a nice party.
I would say that's probably the sluttiest one, the sluttiest costume.
Yeah.
that I've had, but no one fucked me in
The
it.
chat also loving your nun costume, Christina.
Thank you.
Several comments with heart eyes.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Wow.
Mike, is it tonight's costume?
For me?
Slutty cowboy?
No, it's actually not. Although I mean, this is the most skin I think I've ever showed. But this is
You
like
show
kind of
this amount every week.
Well, here I
you
do.
You love the chest hair.
Wait, what's yours?
I mean, Wolverine last year was in there because I definitely had the arms on display.
Such a hot costume.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But I actually think the hottest costume in my my Halloween career was when I was in 4th grade. And I went.
You gotta make it
Catholic?
weird, Mike.
I went as Austin Powers.
Oh boy.
Oh, God.
And
Do I
boy.
make you horny, baby?
Oh, yeah.
Did you say that?
Oh, of course
Of
I did.
course
I
you
was
did.
famous in
grade?
school.
You
In
said,
school,
"Do I make you horny?"
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me?
New Jersey
Were you
Public
touched?
School.
Were you touched?
No, but
Were you
I,
touched, or did
I
you go
was,
to public school in New
I
Jersey?
was famous in my elementary school and middle school for my Austin Powers impression at the time.
Oh.
I got
so
to play Austin Powers in a school play.
What school
That's-
play was this?
Some fucking idiot wrote
Your
some play
impression
about.
was so legendary
Yes,
that
I got cast as Austin Powers. And when
my
there was a
God.
play with Austin Powers in it in 7th grade, people were like, "Well, Mike, that's gotta be Mike."
Whoa.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Now, what kind of pants did you wear as Austin Powers?
I had the whole blue suit.
Did you have underwear on?
I don't remember if I had underwear on, but
Oh,
I definitely
that's why
I
you were
had,
popular. Hey, for a 4th grader, that kid's got a big dick. Hey.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
I was also legendary in my middle school for during the presidential elections in my campaign speech doing a butthead impression that really knocked everyone's socks off.
Whoa.
Knocked everyone's socks off.
I was legendary in the 9th grade for convincing our principal to allow us to wear bikinis in the 9th grade field trip.
Oh, I do
Instead of
remember
one
that.
pieces. Yes.
A real
thank you.
activist.
Yeah. With double D's.
my,
Wanting to show them off.
My sluttiest costume, and this was surprising even to me, was in high school when I dressed up as a Campbell's soup can. Obviously, shout out to Andy Warhol.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about, this was a huge hoop, soup can. This was not like, I wore a skin tight thing. That's why I said perceived as such, because I think when we try to be slutty, that's not necessarily what the boys want.
Right.
You know.
They're
So
not.
it was literally this huge fucking. It was like a hula hoop and a hula hoop with a big cloth, just a big soup can, and I had fishnets on, and I had like red heels, and I mean, I have never seen so many like people try to fuck a can in my entire life. It was insane. It was
They wanted that
it was
sodium.
chaotic in high school. I go, I don't even. Might have to send myself home from school because there's so
Whoa.
much horniness around this.
Wow.
Runner up was when I was transgender Ronald McDonald.
Oh yeah, that was a hot costume.
But-
a lot of men touched your butt, and they were strangers.
That was
and I saw it and I got
that
mad.
was skin tight, but I mean, still, you're like, I have a full face of clown makeup and a huge red wig. I can't imagine anyone wanted to fuck me there, but people did.
They did.
But the soup can really that took the cake. That was
Wow.
that was crazy.
Shocking.
That was crazy. I really had to reflect a lot about men and life when I got home from school that day.
Oh my god.
I just said I don't think that we, you know what, we are from Venus. We're living different lives. We don't know what's going on.
Wait, okay. There's one question that I put in the love bucket that I think is really funny that I'll just ask.
Okay.
If we had to pick one of, if you had to pick one of my exes, boyfriend or fuck buddy to fuck,
That
who would
is
it be?
crazy that you thought of that, because I was going to write the same exact question, but I didn't want to cause a problem on the air.
Same
Whoa.
page, baby.
And that's also the difference between us.
I'll cause all the problems. Fuck that shit. I came from a
literally-
broken family.
I
Let's
literally
go.
was like, I don't even know that I want to know the answer to this. I mean, you don't, and also the reason you don't have enough. Like,
What?
You,
I
you-
fucked a lot of people.
Oh well, I'm like, I wasn't really thinking. I'm like, you had one boyfriend for 7 years. Oh, so I
yeah,
was
but I've
thinking
had a lot of boyfriends and fuck buddies.
I don't know a lot of them though.
One of them was in your room naked.
Not him. Fuck.
Oh, really? He's so hot.
No, he's not.
I think he's so
that was
hot.
terrifying experience for me.
Yeah,
I'd love to know
he
who
didn't
that
mean
is. Text me.
He's famous. Is famous.
Let me think of just so I can pick for anyone that you've had sex with. God. Did you have an answer in mind for me?
Actually, I didn't. I'm thinking about it now.
And also, some of these I don't know if people on the air know, so I don't know that I can say all of these out loud.
Oh, you can say.
Oh, but they'll find them. You know
There's
that.
no one I fucked that. I'm not gonna.
God, who would it be? I'm trying to think.
No.
I mean, I'm not really interested in any of them. Is the problem?
Yeah, you
guys have
to pick
different
them.
types.
Right, we totally very different types.
It's not really a fair question. Well, it is a fair question.
Wait, did you
but
fuck that guy? I don't think you fucked him.
Well, I mean, we fucked the. Well, the same. I mean, we briefly dated the same person, so obviously I fucked that guy.
Yeah, but that he doesn't count. I've had some. I mean, I've had some good ones, but I think they're hot, obviously. If or guy you fucked that's been on the podcast,
No, I know. I think I'm thinking of all of them. I can't think.
So while you guys think there is a
I'd
question.
have to be drunk. That's okay.
There's a question that came in on the chat that they want us to just repeat the question because I guess some people missed it.
What?
So the question that you guys are asking right
okay,
now.
so I'm saying, Corinne, if you could pick a guy that I've either fucked or dated, that you had to pick somebody that I fucked or dated to fuck, who would it be, and vice versa? That's the question. Okay, I would say Vinny. First guest on Guys We Fucked. He was cute.
Yeah, but
He was super cute. And we came across a photo of him from the book party. And I'm like, oh, he's really cute. I fucked so many hotties. Why is this hard? So many hotties.
Because they're all too feminine is honestly the answer.
So hot. Not all of them. The first guest Guys We Fucked for me was
not attracted to
Oh,
men at
he's
all.
so hot.
Not even close.
Don't call me. I'm seeing someone.
It would. I guess it would be. I
asked this question because I just want to know what your answer would be.
I feel like it would be Chris Stefano because we would have a good time. I think I would have to be I like being entertained a lot, and I just he's a person who I love being around. I had brunch with him and a bunch of people the day after he shot his special, and I was like, I love being around him.
Yeah, he's
a fucking joy.
He's fun
to be around. So
when he says "suck my dick, babe," you gonna suck my dick, babe?
I love his clips. I think he's so funny. So even if the sex wasn't good, I feel like we would have a nice night. I just feel like we would have a good time.
Yeah.
He's the most personality-wise person that I would want to spend time with.
Yeah.
Because I don't like to be fucking annoyed. I'm not that's the one.
Yeah,
man,
he's not annoying.
That's
at all.
the man quality I don't have. Men can just fuck an annoying chick, and if she's hot, I cannot. If someone has a bad personality, I cannot be around them for that long. It's hard, but I feel like he would be fun and funny.
Yeah, he would be. Yeah, he was.
So him, Chris Stefano.
Nice.
Mike, if you could fuck either of our.
Wouldn't be Chris Stefano.
Why? He's hot.
My mortal enemy.
Oh, what? Really?
Wow. Uh-oh.
Soundbite.
Uh-oh. I didn't know that.
Should we take a call?
I'm sure it has to do with you know who.
It sure does.
I knew it.
You knew this. I told you this.
You know what? I stored it away. It wasn't as important to me as it was to you.
Hi, how you doing? You're live with Guys We Oh, you hung up.
She was also mad about
Chris
Chris
Stefano.
We all hate him.
I don't hate him. Hi, how you doing? You are live with Guys We Fucked.
No way.
Yes, way. What's your name and what's
Very
going on?
accessible goal.
Yeah, not that hard.
I'm Jordan.
Hi.
Hi, Jordan.
Hi. I just want to say that I've been listening to you guys since episode 15, and I love you both.
Thank
guys
you.
have changed my life fundamentally.
Thanks.
And yeah, I don't know, Christina. I saw you in New York in early June. Between June 1st and June 4th.
Okay.
Were you stalking her?
Oh.
Were you?
No, it was Instagram stories. You posted it on Instagram.
We're just trying to make something a dream come.
Trying to make me feel pretty, Jordan.
To make a wish
You
for
couldn't
Christina
just
now.
lie, Jordan?
It's a Halloween make a wish, Jordan. Come on.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Ooh, you're
I
Canadian?
didn't think I'd actually make it through. Great. Canadian? Yes, I am.
Yeah, you're so
Nice.
Canadian. I love it.
This would be the perfect stalker for Christina.
Yeah, she would have a polite stalker.
super
That's so
nice
Christina.
stalker.
It's like, sorry. Is this too much?
Is it
Trying to
okay
make-
that I'm looking through your window right now, or is that is that boundaries?
What? I can't hear you guys very well. This not. Oh.
Oh, well, Some stalker you are.
We don't have the dongle. That's why.
Yeah. Did you have a question, or do you need advice on something?
No, I just wanted to say that you guys are awesome. I love you guys. I'm appreciative of you guys.
Thanks, Jordan.
We appreciate that, Jordan. Thank you for calling and listening. We appreciate you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye now. Also, too, we forgot this. If you are in New York City, there's 3 shows happening for New York Comedy Festival. The first one is Tuesday, Election Day.
Tuesday, November 8th. I'll be at 66 Greenpoint Avenue. That is going to be the midterm elections live without a country show.
If you want to stalk me, I live in Greenpoint.
There'll be a slew of comedian guests and we'll basically just be like live streaming, doing a show, drinking, having fun throughout the night to make the midterm elections more digestible. And that starts at 7 p.m. The link to get tickets is in the Linktree link in my bio on Instagram at philanthropygal. I actually did it this time. I said for a lot of weeks I was going to put it in and then I didn't.
Yeah,
but it's actually there now.
Yeah, mine's on my website. So also Thursday, November 10th, if you are in New York City at 7 p.m., Von DiCarlo and I are co-headlining a show at New York Comedy Club, the 24th Street location. It's called 30 is the New 60. We're each doing 30-minute stand-up sets. There's a host, a feature, and then Vaughn and myself are going to be doing stand-up. Get tickets for that. And then that same day, Thursday, November 10th, at 10 p.m. at the Midnight Theater, Corinne Fisher and I are doing and Michael Coscarelli is going to be there. We are doing a live...
Yeah, he begged us.
Yeah. A live recording of Guys We Fucked. So we're going to take questions from the audience, and then we're going to have a very special guest on. So please come to those shows. Get your tickets. For my Vaughn show that I'm doing, and for the Guys We Fuck show, it's ChristinaHutchinson.com. And also, we might as well plug our social media. I'm at Krystyna Hutch.
I'm at Philanthropy Gal. Tic Tac.
Love Tic Tacs. The winter.
I've been reading too many Kathy Griffin tweets. TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram.
Mikey?
I'm at Mike Coscarelli on all social platforms.
Yeah, and then collectively we're at Guys We Fucked without the you and fucked with you know. Should we take another call?
Let's do it.
Okay, call us. No one's calling. Oh, here we go. Now you're calling.
That number again, 917-300-0833.
Hi, how are you? You're live with Guys We Fucked.
Oh, hi.
What's
up?
up?
I have a question.
Okay.
I have a friend group from college, and it's 4 women, and we've like maintained our friendship out of college pretty well, but trying to, keep it really supportive, and we've all been in each other's weddings, the couple who have been married, and so this year we were in the wedding of one girl, and it was all right. It was there were some issues, but it all seemed fine. Everybody was happy at the end of it, had some conversations, and nobody seemed like anything was wrong. So a couple months later, this girl who got married completely ghosted all of us. And so we had, I reached out, and a couple of different times, nothing's wrong. Reach out again, and finally the response that I get is, I'm mad about the wedding. I'm not going to tell you why I'm mad about the wedding. I'm
Mature.
not ready to talk about it.
Sounds like an old friend.
Yeah.
Turns out something was wrong.
That's so fucking infuriating. I hate when someone's mad at you, but then they won't fucking tell you why, as if it's so childish.
Well, you already went 8 steps further than I would have gone. I would have asked maybe one time, and then I would be like, have a nice life. Literally would not care. Wouldn't have thought about it again. Wouldn't have lost an ounce of sleep, gotta be honest.
And I would have, so, you came to the right place.
So she basically said, I'm only telling you that I'm even mad because you noticed. You noticed that I was mad.
What is she? Are you guys all dating each other? This is crazy.
No offense to anybody with this personality disorder, but it sounds remnants of borderline personality, just like fear of abandonment kind of thing.
Or she's just a bitch.
I agree. Okay. So since then, it's been 5 months since any of us have heard from her.
Yeah.
And I've been waiting patiently, and I'm kind of at the point where I'm just over it.
Do you miss her?
I feel bad that no.
Yeah.
So then
No.
you don't have to maintain a friendship. You don't have to maintain it.
Yeah, I feel like this is
You
like
didn't maintain it.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes like we're friends with people out of habit, and like
We forget to go, oh wait, do I want to be friends with this person?
Or like if we want to end a friendship, we want it to be on our own terms. But man, when people stop talking to me, I love it, and I don't think about if I made them mad. I just go, nice.
That was a conversation avoided.
I literally was talking about this
One less conversation for Corinne.
One less funeral to go to.
In therapy today, how I love losing friends. I love it. Just we're too connected in the age of social media. Like you can like you maintain all these friendships for so long that you have no interest in maintaining. I haven't talked to anyone I went to college or any of my college roommates in years. They were my best friends for years, and it was a wonderful time, and I really value that time that we had together. I have no interest in what they're doing in their life now.
And it's not because they did anything bad. It's
They didn't
just
do
like,
anything
you
bad.
just
They
moved on.
did nothing that I want to be associated with. And they don't like me because I'm a Jew. So
Yeah.
it all worked out.
Damn, anti-Semitism is pervasive.
I'm not saying they don't like me, but I'm saying they definitely think I'm going to hell, and that's fine.
Sick.
Anywhere where they're not, it's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, I mean, I think if like it's been that long, like, so what? Do you just feel guilt? Like, I mean, I don't. What's the issue? Or you think like because you guys have been friends so long that you should do work to maintain the relationship?
I mean, I feel kind of bad for whatever happened that she feels like ruined her wedding day.
Yeah,
that's
but
on her.
She hasn't posted
If she was really
any
upset
wedding
about
photos.
it, she should have gone to you guys, and if you guys were really close friends, like, hey, and you know, if she had a mature sensibility to her, and just say like, hey, you know, this really upset me. Let's talk about it. But if you don't want the friendship, which is what she doesn't seem to want it either, she's just doesn't want to tell you. To me, where can you go from there?
Yeah, and also if it's so mysterious that none of you have even been able to like guess what it might be, this is like it's minutia.
Yeah, and I've been through this. It's frustrating, but it's like moving on with your life without her in it is probably the best course.
The only other thing I can think of is like, are you close enough with her husband that you would feel comfortable asking him? Because sometimes, I hate to say it, but men are more sensible about stuff like this, just to get some clarity.
Yeah, he's a pretty mellow guy.
Yeah.
I don't know that he would do anything. He would just kind of be like, I don't know, I want to stay out of it. At least
Okay.
That's my guess.
So no one wants to maintain this friendship.
Yeah, probably not.
And,
probably
yeah, and you don't have to maintain
I
it
guess
out of
I'm just
habit.
Waiting.
Yeah.
I mean, this
Yeah,
guessing
I guess
this
I'm
guessing
just
game is
kinda waiting
crazy.
For the other two.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little nuts.
I get
All
being
right, thank you,
curious.
guys.
Yeah, no, thanks for calling. I get being curious about it, but really, at the end of the day, what's important is this a friendship you want to even maintain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably for the best.
This literally feels like the game Jigsaw plays in the Saw movies, where you have to fucking guess like what the right answer is. Otherwise, you get suffocated by wax. Just like, what is going on here? This is the fact that she admitted that she was mad and then for 5 months won't tell you what
But
she's
I'm
mad
not
about
going to tell you.
is the most manipulative, childlike
Very
thing I've ever heard.
manipulative.
And the fact that she is married to someone, honestly, it startles me.
Not me. She probably got big titties. Thank you for calling. Hope that helped.
Thank you. Bye.
It is crazy. Like, you're like, oh, wait, do I even want to be in this friendship?
I mean,
oh,
5
I
months.
don't give a shit? Oh, wait, I'm just not going to care.
That's a
Sick.
call that should have come in like a week after that happened, but 5
Right.
months, it's like half the year's over.
Well, and a lot of times, I don't know if she has borderline and it's borderline personality disorder is what I found is like a response to like mistreatment as a kid or whatever. But so I have empathy and sympathy for that. But like at the same time, you gotta fucking carry out your life. And like good God, if someone was mad at you and didn't tell you, it's one of the things that I didn't realize was super manipulative, but it really is. Oh my God. And then they fucking explode at you and you don't know why, and you're always walking around eggshells. That is not a healthy relationship with a parent, with a friend, with a boyfriend, with any fucking person.
Well, I was also
Friendly
reading an
reminder.
article really recently about how like we live in this like label obsessed society where we try to give like every
Yeah.
bad behavior a label, and like sometimes people are just being like a fucking cunt.
Yeah.
And that's the label I'm gonna give it
Yeah.
because like, and also like I feel like especially with like just Kanye being in the news a lot and stuff, like we've been conflating like bad behavior with like mental illness. And like, I do not doubt that Kanye is mentally ill, but I also don't doubt that he's a fucking anti-Semitic prick.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And you can be those two things.
You could be both.
I know lots of mentally ill people that are lovely people, and I know lots of mentally ill people that are also assholes and would be an asshole whether or not they were suffering from mental illness.
True.
Yeah, it's a point that I've been hearing on Twitter, and a couple people had mentioned on podcasts that people that let's say, for instance, like they were talking about I think it was maybe Roseanne. They were saying that like Roseanne gets on Ambien and just has this knee-jerk reaction to tweet anti-Semitic shit.
Right.
And it's like there's
She
tons
was
of
anti-Semitic
people,
before the Ambien.
Right. There's tons of people that take Ambien and don't do that.
So, in fact, most, I would say,
Right.
don't take Ambien and then just become anti-Semitic.
Right. So it's the same sort of thing with mental health. It's like, it's kind of
it's true. And we need
dangerous
that
to
reminder.
people that do have real mental health who like
Yeah.
don't just go on anti-Semitic tirades.
Well, and
you
that's
know?
one time I heard this piece of advice that's like, just because your parent is mentally ill doesn't mean that they can't be a good parent to you. And I'm
Yeah.
like, wait, really? Oh, shit. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to go think about that for a while.
Yeah, I have some friends who are like mentally ill, and they're lovely friends. They're some of my favorite people.
Yeah. Yeah. So mental illness isn't an excuse. It's just it's a good reminder. This has been fun, guys.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts from the chat?
Let's check the chat real quick. We have. Actually, this might be a good thing to end on.
Okay.
This is from Matt Skates. You're in a horror movie. Are you the final girl, the first to die, the comic relief, the skeptic, the smart one, or the killer?
Is it what we want to be or what we probably are?
I don't know. That's not.
Probably the first to die, want to be the killer.
You
Want to be the killer?
In a horror movie, it's fake.
Oh, I was thinking about it as if it was a real scenario in
Oh.
which I was partaking.
Oh, then I'd be the last. I'd be the smart one. I'd be the last one alive.
yeah,
I
I
would escape.
mean,
I would escape. I would take the boat to the train to the plane, and
I'm
escape.
dead first. I know that for a fact.
Really?
Yeah, I think I'm dead first.
I'm like a fainting goat. You know, when those goats like get startled and they like
Yeah.
freeze up their body and they just fall over. That'd probably be me.
I mean, I'd be away from the situation as fast as possible, but I think I would get caught on the way out.
Yeah.
I just don't think,
You would-
I
yeah.
can't imagine I would be the
You
funny
would get like
one
diarrhea
in that
and have to
situation.
like
Yeah.
take a squat. and
no,
then
you
get
would.
killed.
You having a lot of anxiety. I don't
Yeah.
think you would be the funny one in that situation.
No, not at all.
No.
Dude, I would like to be the funny one, but I think I would be the smart one. I think I would like have a plan. I'm pretty good under pressure. I don't like get overly overwhelmed when the bad things are happening, like as far as like being in imminent danger and stuff. So I think we would just, and also, I mean, from the amount of horror movies I watched, I think I would actually have like a real plan.
That would help.
Ideally, I would kill the killer.
You think so?
I wouldn't try to kill the killer.
Because I would
just
get
try to
so
escape.
mad that they try to kill me. I'd be like, "Who the fuck do you think you are? I kill you, bitch."
Yeah, that's right there is not the smart move. 100% never try to murder a psychotic man.
Christina and I would be getting our heads cut off with a chainsaw together.
Yeah, for different
We'd
reasons.
be next
but yeah.
to each other.
Yeah,
going,
yeah. Mike was trying to be funny. I was trying to kill the killer. We both got murdered. Damn, that's a good question. Thanks for
Yeah.
asking.
Thanks, Skates.
Thanks, guys. Also, our 500th episode of Guys We Fucked is coming up, and I wanted to source this out to you guys. And we had some really beautiful phone calls about like what basically. I would love if you guys you can send it in you could send a voice memo to sorryaboutlastnightshow@gmail.com. You could send it to a voice memo to the phone number.
Yeah, it's literally next week, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I wanted,
sooner rather than
we
later,
wanted to
please.
get audio from you, but like
Soon.
what does Guys We Fucked mean to you, and how has it impacted your life? That's it. That's all. Because we've heard some pretty fucking powerful stories. But yeah, we just wanted to make a collection of like the impact of Guys We Fucked. We're really proud of it, but it's also because of you guys, because of the listeners. You guys you share a lot of yourselves with us, and because of that, I feel like we've had this window into humanity that's so unique, so beautiful, and it's an honor to have, and it's an honor to hear your stories. And so we would love to hear like how the podcast has impacted you. Did it inspire you to leave an abusive relationship? Did it inspire you to cut off a toxic family member? Did it inspire you to get your pilot's license if you're rich? Whatever. Let
It
us
also
know.
like doesn't need to be that heavy. I mean, like
No.
it could have just be something like light. Like we know everyone is not coming in with the same level of like trauma. It could just be something funny that you learn from us. It could be like a favorite
funny thing you
phrase
did,
or episode, or
sexual move you tried out because you heard it on the podcast.
anecdote, something about farting, whatever you want.
Oh yeah, fart stuff. I love fart stuff.
It doesn't all need to be so heavy.
Yeah, that's true. I often forget that.
Because I was just like, I don't know that I want to listen to this fucking long ass thing about. Thank you so much. You got me through that. Okay, thank you. Anyway, make sure to come see our shows at the New York Comedy Festival. That is happening next week. Again, the Without a Country live stream, 66 Greenpoint Avenue. That is on Tuesday, November 8th at 7 p.m. Then 2 days later, there's 2 shows. It's Krystyna Hutchinson and Von DeCarlo.
7 p.m.
Co-headlining, and that's at New York Comedy Club Gramercy, right?
Correct. And then at 10 p.m., Corinne and I are doing a live Guys We Fucked at the Midnight Theater.
And again, the links to the 2 shows I'm on are in my Linktree link in my bio, and Christina, the shows are at ChristinaHutchinson.com.
Correct.
All right. And then, Mike Coscarelli will be there. He'll throw that link up, and then some dong pics of gray sweatpants or whatever the fuck he's doing this
some
week.
Austin Powers impressions, but not from a 4th grade Mikey, from Grown Man Mikey.
Grown Man Mikey.
Grown Man Mikey. Have a very
Groovy, baby.
safe and fun Halloween, you guys. And we'll talk to you on the live stream next month. And then we'll also talk to you on the regular podcast on Friday. But this has been Guys We Fuck, the Anti-Slut Shaming Podcast live stream episode.
Thank you for tuning in.
Bye.
That was fun.
Sweet.
That's good. All right, we are.